Is the Amazon influencer program too saturated? This is an amazing question. I see it all the time on Reddit. I see it a lot in comment sections of YouTube videos. So I've been in the Amazon influencer program for about 8 months now, but I've been in the associates program for way longer, several years. I've made a lot of money with both. And the short answer is the influencer program is not too saturated to get in and start making money, but it is absolutely not the get rich quick program that it was touted to be just 6 months to a year ago. There were a lot of YouTubers, a lot of content creators just saying, oh man, I can make $1,000 in my first month with the Amazon influencer program. Amazon's just tossing out money. And it's like, having been in the program, I can see how it easily could have been like that a year ago or a year and a half ago. Because the amount of open video carousel slots, which is where your videos actually show up on Amazon product pages, those were open. There were so many slots, and you can make a video on an expensive product that costs like $300 and you get like a 4% commission rate if it was like furniture or something like that. And you'd be uncontested just bringing in money every month for months. Years if you were in the program long enough. But now those slots fill up super fast. It's super crowded. Getting into the influencer program now is very similar to if you were going to make a video about maybe graphics cards on YouTube now. There's so many channels lined as Tech Tips, Hardware Unboxed, Jay's 2 Cents, Gamers Nexus. There's so many channels that it's not so much about if they're established or not, if they're popular or not. It's more like if you were to search in any individual graphics card, there's just too many videos. Yours is just not going to show up because there's just so many. It's possible to show up, but it's going to be crowded out. And that's kind of how the influencer program is now. Anything that you might happen to have laying around your house, it might show up, but there's a good chance that, yeah, you're going to have full slots. All 5 creator slots are filled up, and you might knock one of them off, or you might never get any views, period. And as you see behind me, I've got a ton of different products. Some of these I show up on product pages, some of them I don't. Some of them the carousel slots are full, a lot of them are not. And I'll tell you about that in a little bit. I'm able to find products that have open video carousel slots, even though it's so saturated. So I use a Chrome extension called Fluencer Fruit. I'll have a link to it in the description, but I also have a full review video on it, and I'll go ahead and link that as well if you want to learn more about it, how it works. It's changed quite a lot since I made that video, but the fundamental core of how it works, which is finding products that have open slots, it still exists for the most part. It just looks a lot different. You just have to think about the way that you actually filter out the products differently. I would still get into the influencer program because you can still review all the things that you have in your house. You can still review anything that you think that you might buy. And honestly, this is actually the best way to do the influencer program, I think, these days, is just strategic purchasing. If you look over the things that you've bought over the last year, it's probably a lot of stuff that's on Amazon if you just look at your purchase history. So for this year, 2024 or beyond, consider every time you're about to buy something, can I make a review video on it? Is there an empty carousel slot on it? Might be something you might consider. Just stuff that you would normally buy. Everything that you get from Amazon, make a video on it and review it or make an unboxing or whatever for the Amazon influencer program. That's why I've got all this stuff here. Some of this is like computer parts. Some of it's like audio interfaces, just anything that I happen to be using already. I'm bringing in here, make a video, maybe for YouTube, but a lot of it, it's all going on the Amazon influencer program anyway. I helped build a few PCs in here, and I was like, okay, if I'm going to be buying the parts to help these people out, let me just review the individual parts. No problem with that. And just get a commission like that. But this leads into Fluencer Fruit and the strategic shopping. So when I'm looking for individual parts, or if I'm looking for like something I need around the house, like tissue paper or paper plates or shoes or just literally anything, I'm going to look on Amazon and say, okay, I can buy this. And there's like 10 different brands, however many different brands. If I want to choose which one do I want to buy, yeah, I want to buy the best thing that I can get. But if I'm not really being super picky, it doesn't matter so much which brand. I want to get the one that if I review it, I can get a commission for it because there's an empty video carousel slot. And the way I'm able to filter out those products is using Fluencer Fruit. And this will show you as you're browsing on Amazon, or if you're looking in the bestsellers list, if you type in anything, this will just show you, okay, I'm looking for this. I'm going to type in, I need these shoes, or I need this graphics card, or I need this self-help book, or whatever you're looking for, this camera. This will quickly show you if there's open video carousel slots. Now, the way that it's lined up is a lot different than it used to be, but basically it will show you how many creator videos and how many brand videos are on that page. For the most part, there's a limit of 5 creator videos, but if you can find stuff that doesn't have all 5 creator videos on there, then you can make a video, show up on there, and then get a commission whenever someone watches it for a certain amount of time, which we're thinking is about 30 seconds. Now, that doesn't guarantee that your video is going to stay up forever, because once those 5 do get filled up, then yours might fall off. But if yours is a good enough video and it's converting very well, those videos do tend to stay on the product pages longer from what we've seen. But really the first step is to get on an open page if you can. So it doesn't mean that you only have to make videos on stuff that has open carousel slots, because you could still push someone's off, or you could get no views. But if you have the opportunity to buy 5 different brands of, maybe it's a food, a microphone, maybe if it's a microphone stand, a light, anything that you want to buy, and there's different options, Fluencer Fruit or any of these tools can really help you decide individually, okay, this has open slots, or this is selling a lot, because if you have the Jungle Scout extension with Fluencer Fruit, it can show you some of the sales data. There's a lot of missing sales data, but the point is you can really get an idea for what things that you want to purchase that can actually make you some money back. So TLDR, no, the Amazon Associates program is not too saturated, but it's also not get rich quick anymore. You get a lot of money slowly, especially during Black Friday and stuff like that. You can make a whole lot more money and during events and things, but it's not going to be as crazy as it used to be. You definitely want to combine this with like associates, with a YouTube channel, maybe a blog or something like that. But you can make a ton of money as long as you're able to scale it up, but you really have to shop strategically if you can. You don't need a tool like Fluencer Fruit, but it is very helpful, especially if you have limited time like me, because I do a lot of different side hustles and you don't want to spend all day, every day just reviewing every individual $5 thing that you have around your house, and you want to stick to the big stuff that you know is going to make you some money. These tools can help a ton. Again, link to it in the description, but also a link to my review video of it if you're interested and you're not already in the influencer program or the associates program. I have a link to both of them in the description. And if you're interested in this type of side hustle or side hustles making money online in general, consider subscribing to the channel. My name is Omari from CashWhileYouSleep.com, and I'll see you in the next video.